That's one of many storylines going into this Ottawa Senators season. We've covered a lot of them throughout the summer, but tomorrow we're going to have them all organized in a nice, easy to digest piece. What are the most important storylines to you? Pilsy, I'm going to kind of flip it. What do you think the most overrated storyline is going into next season before we talk about the ones that really matter?
Most overrated. I've got it. I'll say acquiring that top 4 defenseman. I think that's overrated. I've made my opinion clear multiple times. I think the right time to do this is as you're approaching the trade deadline or on the trade deadline. I think you want to get a feel for how this team is doing. How easily can Jake Sanderson transition into a top 4 role from college to the NHL? And we know what the trade market is like right now. It's at a stalemate for defensemen. Like all the defensemen that could have been moved have been moved, except Jake Chychrun, who the price is like the price is
wrong.
Yeah, the price is wrong for Jake Chychrun right now. So I think once the trade deadline comes around, teams have a better idea of where they're at. The market shifts. If the Senators feel like they're at a position where they can get rid of some future assets to get a rental, I think that's when you start looking at that type of move. So I'll say that's an easy answer for me. Actually, the overrated story is acquiring a top 4 defenseman.
We saw that 1 week where all the defensemen got traded, right? Uyghur got traded, Marino got traded for Ty Smith. Like all the defense were flying around, and then radio silence.
Yeah, because I mean that was kind of it, right? Like, and there's no really good defenseman left on the free agent market that would make sense. So, yeah, I think that story is closed for now.
All right. Well, until it opens back
Wait,
up.
let me flip it to you. What do you consider the most overrated storyline?
Who's going to be the number 1 goalie? I think I think they're both going to play games. I think that it's just a matter of letting that competition battle itself out through training camp. It's going to be one that I'm interested in watching, but I don't think it's important that one guy grabs the crease. I think if they're both playing good, it's better for the team. And that way, I've already made it known. I already know my first 3 games. I'm starting Forsberg in game 1. I'm starting Talbot in Toronto. Little hometown taste for him, little rivalry taste in his first game on the Saturday. And then Tuesday, I'm back to Forsberg. He was so elite in the home opener last year.
Regardless of the results?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I run from there. So that's how I'm lining up. It's a 5-game homestand. They're both going to play. So I think that it's important to start it out, get them both 1 game right off the bat. Buffalo, Forsberg, Talbot, Toronto. And then, I go back to Forsberg. I mean, if Forsberg's brutal and Talbot's unbelievable, maybe I think about it. But if they're both decent, then I go right back to Forsberg. But I don't think they need a number 1 guy to just lock things down, play 60 games. I think that healthy competition will only help this team going forward. Lastly, before we go, and we're going to get into the real important storylines on tomorrow's Locked On Senators, 5 days a week on all your favorite audio platforms and on YouTube.